On this episode of Picker Road, we are at Heart of Ohio Antique Center. This is the home of the BERNER brothers, who we've had the pleasure of raiding on Whatnot several times in the past. This place is absolutely huge. It's one of the largest antique malls in the country. There's buildings after buildings here, and we're going picking.
I cannot wait. Look at the amount of buildings we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So much to look at here. I know we have watched people like Jocelyn, Crazy Lamp Lady, George, the Antique Nomad, Sending Love. So many people we've watched, and now we are finally here. Yeah. Picker Road is in the building.
We've been talking with people before we came in, and they told us how big this place was. They gave us a map. We have a whistle in case we get lost.
I have a feeling there's going to be 1 or 2 hand-to-Garys.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's get going. You're coming right with us. Join the journey.
Before we start, let's do an update on my father Gary's glow glass goal. As you know, every time we find a piece of uranium glass, Vaseline glass, custard glass, or amberina, it goes into Gary's glow glass goal. When he sells a piece, the profits are added into a fund towards a muscle car. He's trying to raise $10,000 with nothing but glow glass, and you can be a part of it. Go to pickerroad.com and check out all the available glow glass items right now. Okay, here's where the fund was last time we checked in, and here it is now. Thank you all so much for supporting my father on his fun and exciting adventure. Now, let's start today's journey. When we last left off, we were picking the 1,000-mile historic road yard sale in Ohio. Today, we woke up to a torrential downpour, but that's okay, because we were planning on being indoors anyway. We're visiting Heart of Ohio Antique Center, home of the BERNER brothers, and we're so excited. This place has 120,000 square feet, over 500 vendors, and it's so big that you can't see one end from the other. It has its own restaurant. The BERNER brothers themselves will be joining us later, and you don't want to miss a second of those shenanigans. But for now, let's get picking. I am in awe of how big this place is, and there's building after building. We have got so many treasures to look at here. I mean, look at this gigantic Chevrolet sign here. That's obviously from a dealership.
It is. It looks like that might be, what, the 40s, 50s?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
There's so much. Look at this. A really large, bittersweet swung vase.
$450.
That's a good price for that, actually.
That's amazing.
I don't know what we're going to find. There's so much. I think we could find anything.
Well, we're going to be here for about 75 days.
Almost feels like that, doesn't it? Look at this. And this is going to be super high quality glass. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Fenton. Look at the Galplane tennis.
Mary Gregory Cobalt.
Now, I have one of those.
Yes, you do. You've
on
got
Picker
that in
Road.
milk glass.
I do. It's the Fenton Rose 5-piece. It's just really nice.
And how much is it here?
That one is $400.
$400. Look at these perfume atomizers.
Oh, they are spectacular art glass. Oh, you know which one I like? I like that green one.
Oh, yes.
I have never seen it quite like that. That looks like that's something off of Jean Harlow's dressing table.
Right?
You know?
Or Mae West. Come up and shimmy sometime.
Probably. What is that piece?
Chinese gilt jade scepter.
Oh,
$65,000.
If you have a scepter, I'm guessing you're royalty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a scepter. There we go.
Oh, wow. This is...
So I want to take a minute and talk about this kind of quality.
Uh-huh.
This, for somebody who is a picker or reseller, whatever you want to call yourself, something like this wonderful place is really a learning experience. I can see types of glass and different items that, you just don't see, maybe in a museum, But this way I can really learn because I can see the prices and I know what to look for then out in the wild. And I want to take you along so you guys get the feeling too. Look at all this beautiful jewelry. Now these prices aren't bad. 145, 210, 120. You know, not bad at all.
I'm sure we're going to see the complete spectrum here today.
Look at this piece here.
What do you see, Anna?
It's like a little village.
Oh, let
It's
me
like a
zoom in on
pueblo.
that. Oh, look at that. That's $320. That's just wonderful.
Isn't that great?
All right, let's keep going.
I have a feeling I am on jewelry overload, and I like it. Look at all this absolutely exquisite jewelry. I want to point out that pendant back there.
Which one?
It's got a
with the-
lavender. Let me read what it says. It is, of course, it's 14 karat. It's a pin or pendant. It's got a freshwater pearl, amethyst, and an agate.
Oh my goodness.
But I love that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's $1,800.
That's really phenomenal.
It is. It's really, really, really beautiful. The jewelry here is top notch. And again, I can learn so much by seeing the different workmanship.
And we truly are in the heart of Ohio. We just left Columbus and we're on our way towards Indianapolis. Of course, as everyone knows, we're on the 1,000-mile yard sale. But this worked out perfectly because there's a bit of a rainstorm today. And while it clears, we get to film here.
Absolutely. This is someplace I've always wanted to come. As I said, I've seen it on Jocelyn, Crazy Lamp Lady's channel. We've seen it on George, Sending Love, Antique Nomad.
And of course, we've rated them on Whatnot.
Of course, we've rated the BERNER brothers. We're very proud that we could do that. Oh, look at this. Really beautiful jewelry. What do you guys see? What would you have? Look at the opal pin and pendant back there.
Mm-hmm.
Does that not look regal?
It does.
That is $1,150. And look at this next to it. That's a featured item. I'm trying to see. Oh my goodness. It is a box chain with a 14 karat gold square. And it's just absolutely stunning flower. And look at the cameo rings right here. There's two. Now on Picker Road, I found a really beautiful hand-painted cameo ring in Hawaii on the Kona coast at that wonderful antique store. And it's actually very vintage by Whiting and Davis.
Can you believe that? We couldn't even see it when we were in there. We get it home and I'm looking at it going, that looks like the Whiting and Davis logo.
I just knew it was really beautiful. She's painted. Her face is so gorgeous. And her pearl necklace is bas-relief.
Yes, indeed.
So that's a beautiful ring. And I think it's a lot less than $900.
Okay, now we're starting to get into the booth sections. There's still a million cases, but there's so much to see.
I noticed this candlestick back here, and right away it got my attention because it's in beautiful condition. It appears to be hand-painted. It's showing a road and some birds and some trees. It is Russian, but look at the condition, how beautiful that is.
Wow.
That looks really special. I think this is going to be our first pickup.
All right.
It looks really special.
We broke the ice.
Yeah, we're going to break the ice many times, it looks like. Well, we have absolutely hit swung glass heaven.
Oh my goodness.
The quality of these pieces. Oh my goodness, look at that back there. L.E. Smith. We have Fenton. We have St. Clair Carnival glass. Viking down here. We have Murano. We have everything. This is just an absolutely beautiful assortment. Look at the color on this blue one. That's Viking Empire. I've had so many of these kinds of pieces. It makes me feel really good. And then here, oh, where do you start?
We've had this one before.
We have. We've had so much of this.
Yes.
I mean, it's just so fun, though, to see, other sellers, getting the same things as us.
Look at this Murano peacock for $160.
That's incredible.
Isn't that amazing?
It really is. It really, really is. And down here you have a beautiful blue color. Oh, look at that piece there with the bird on it. That's a sparrow trinket box, music box. It needs a battery, though, it's saying. But that is really beautiful. I'm gonna have to think about that one. And look down here. I love this bulldog right here.
Oh, he's so cute.
Isn't he fun?
$16.
Black bulldog.
And look
Very
at the
cute.
painted frog up there. Do you see that?
Where?
Down there behind the deer.
Oh yeah, I see
Isn't
it.
he great?
He is. He's really wonderful, actually. He is hand painted ceramic frog. He's wonderful.
I'm seeing so many things that I know we've seen, purchased, sold. It's really incredible.
Look at this cat with the red bows. Oh my
Aw.
gosh, I gotta have him.
Okay, we're going to open this case up.
I gotta have him. Oh my goodness. I haven't even gotten 10 feet into the store.
We're still in the first building. There are 8 buildings, and the gentleman up front was just telling me there is a mile of walking space in here.
I don't know. I think we're gonna be here all day. I actually have my hands on it. Can you guys believe it?
It's so adorable.
It is. We know you guys are gonna love it.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Well, it's open.
Yes, what do you see?
I think I'm grabbing the bulldog. He's just too cute.
Oh, you and bulldogs.
I know. I love bulldogs, and I cannot believe that that's only $16. He's adorable. All right, we've got two. We got a dog and a cat.
Look at the bunny rabbit. Can
Oh
I
my.
see the bunny rabbit? The little crystal paperweight. That is so adorable.
There we go.
It looks like it has some controlled bubbles. Bulacante, little crystal bunny rabbit.
And how much is it?
He is $10.
$10.
So I think we're going to pick him up too.
Rabbits and dogs
And did
and
you see the
cats,
bulldog has a boo boo?
Oh no! Does
Oh,
he?
yeah.
Oh, I think I'm gonna pass then.
Oh, darn.
Thank
Darn.
you for catching that.
Yes, of course.
All right. Anything else in here you're looking at?
I'm looking. I don't think so. What is that?
All right.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course.
I found a treasure trove of old kitchen tools, and they are in such great condition.
And they are so hot right now.
They're so hot. Look at how much red paint is still on that
That's
one.
great.
And isn't that great?
It is.
It's in beautiful condition. Sometimes you find these and they're really roached out and
you know,
everything.
I'm saying it's great. It's actually more sieve.
Look at that spoon. I haven't seen that one before.
Is that fantastic?
I like the two tones.
Yeah.
And it's, maybe taking pasta.
I was thinking it was spaghetti or something.
Yeah. Look at the masher.
Oh.
Two tones.
Mashed potatoes.
Have not seen that one lately. This is a knife sharpener, but it's got the two tones. And look at the design on that. Isn't that cool?
So usable even to this day.
Very cool. And this I just love. Look at the wood. Again, it's another masher, but it is smaller.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just trying to figure out how you use it. But no matter what, I love the wood. I love the design. And I think that's a really cool wooden kitchen tool.
Very nice. You're buying out the box.
I really am. Okay, let's keep going.
What are you seeing?
I'm looking right here. They have a lot of old tins. I thought she was pretty. I thought she looked like Lucille Ball.
Oh.
What do you guys think?
Ricky.
Doesn't she look like Lucille Ball? She does. I'm trying to see what else we have in this booth. That is wood stain planter.
Mm-hmm.
Just, there are so many things. They have a lot of tools over there. Well, let's just take a quick gander over here. We have so much to get to, but I just want to see what kind of gadgets and gadgets they've got. Now these, we're always looking for.
I'm always looking for Lodge and Griswold.
And Wagner is a good one too.
Do you see up there on the top there?
Yeah.
Do you see Griswold upside down? The silver toned one.
I do. And how much is that?
That one is $75 for that,
for that little
one.
tiny
like I
one.
said, I had a Griswold once. The lid was celebrating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It was just the lid, and it was in very rough condition, and that sold for $300.
And look at Lodge right here.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's keep going. This cat has a lot of attitude.
Oh my goodness.
Who is that?
He reminds me of like Burl Ives.
Kilbon.
Doesn't he look like Burl Ives with a mustache?
He does. You're talking about from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Of course. Silver and gold.
Calla Lily blue satin. I like that one right there, that blue one right there.
And you know what else I see in here?
What?
Look at this fantastic old copy of the Beatles' Help on vinyl. You know, not too long ago, I bought a huge lot of Beatles vinyls. We did it off camera. We weren't even filming at the time, but I could not turn down the deal. So you know what? In today's show, I'm going to have some listings for some vintage Beatles vinyls.
Oh.
So if you like the Fab Four, get in there and grab them.
Because I think they're going to be fabulous. Oh my God, it's catching. I was just browsing this cabinet here, and look what I found. Look at this antique. It's a wooden holder, they're saying. How old that is.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know what that even is.
It's not an ice pick, right?
No, it couldn't be.
Wooden.
It's wooden, but I thought it was really cool nonetheless.
It is.
Just an old antique hand-carved wooden holder.
And I like this booth. They've got a vinyl section. I just flipped through. It was all old movie scores.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. This is a seminal soundtrack from the 1950s. Sweet Smell of Success, starring Burt Lancaster and Tony Curtis.
Oh, look at
Elmer Bernstein. The music on this is just amazing. They're asking $6 on that. I'm going to pick that up.
You didn't pick it up? This is a interesting old frame.
Oh, wow.
But it's really,
Is it
I just want
really
to show
rough?
everybody, it's really rough.
Darn.
If it was metal, I might be able to do something with it, but it's really quite rough.
Is that a ring holder?
It is.
And earrings.
Right. All right, well, I think this is the treasure out of this booth. Let's pick this up. I saw this little Prussian vase down here, hand painted.
Look at that.
And I think it's really pretty. Really, really pretty piece.
Did I just hear a child has been returned to their parents? So you get lost children in here.
Sometimes.
It's like Disneyland.
Prussia. Look how beautiful that is.
Oh my goodness, wow. What does it say on the bottom?
It's actually not marked, but I think they're spot on what they're saying it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going to go ahead and pick that up. What did you want to look at?
And I want to look at this Lennox divided tray back here. Here we go. Look at that. Let's see. That is, which series is that? That is Housewarming by Lennox. Very nice. I think I will pick that up.
You're going to pick this one
Look
up?
at I love the lines.
I
on
know.
that. It's
Again,
almost
white chocolate.
It's almost Art Deco.
Very much so.
All
So then we have this other cabinet here. Just hold on to that.
We're just going down the line.
Oh, we are. Of course we are.
Ease on down the road.
It doesn't take me long.
Ooh, I like that Beatles pin there. We were just talking about the Beatles.
I know. We'll take a look at that.
I think I know what you're going for.
Yes, of course. Well, there's several things in here that are of great interest. Whoops. So
I want to start with butterfly.
the that brooch that's painted, one over. There we go. I couldn't see a price on it. That's $26. Isn't that beautiful?
That really is.
Country Rose. We're going to take that. And what else did you see, William?
You saw the flower down there.
I wanted to see that black and white flower.
Okay.
It's just so mod. And that is 20. So we're going to take that. And do you want to see the Beatles?
I think I'm good. I was
You're
just
good?
talking about how cool the Beatles
Oh,
are.
how cool. And if I could just see that Oriental pin over there. Look at that brooch.
Oh, it's like inward concave.
It is. A lot of
See
times they use pieces of pottery to make these
Uh-huh.
brooches. So beautiful.
All
Thank you so
right.
much.
Thank you. Okay, so we are starting down one row of the 8 different rows. And when I say rows, I mean a building full of stuff. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
go.
I'm seeing a lot of these silhouettes.
Oh, yes.
That
4
one is
o'clock tea.
75 on that one.
Mhm.
That's interesting. So now this is a good learning experience because if I see these at sales and for a lot less money, I know that dealers are asking a decent price for them. So that's where I can really learn. I love a good sheep.
Aw. There's a lot of interesting Americana in here. Look at this beautiful portrait of JFK. And then they've got the Abraham Lincoln plates there. I really like all of these.
There's more silhouettes up there.
Oh, absolutely. And a Lincoln mug.
So much. But we just are going to take it one step at a time and let you guys see everything.
And now we enter a very different style booth.
Right, this booth has a very eclectic mix. Is that Lindbergh?
I'm not sure. I can't see at this angle.
Why don't
Let's
you go
see.
closer and explore?
It is. That's a 1927 print, and then look at this one of the U.S. independence. Isn't that
It's
great?
beautiful. It is. It's really nice. We've got so much, and look at the shoe form. I have an incredible shoe form that's much older than this
Uh-huh.
on Picker Road right now. It just would be such a great decor piece.
Look at
It's
that.
amazing.
I wonder if somebody painted that when Halley's Comet was here in 1986.
Interesting. You really know these facts. I wouldn't have remembered that. And that was before you were even born, and you know it.
Well, it's like Mark Twain said, he was born with Halley's Comet and he left with Halley's Comet. He predicted that.
That's really kind of amazing, you know, that he did predict that. Oh, now we have some larger furniture. Look at, someone has used a game board
Oh, that's great.
as art. Another one over there.
Oh, that's so smart.
You know, just different ways of decorating, creativity. And over here we definitely have a Christmas style
Wave
booth.
hello.
Hi. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, so we're in this booth and I have to ask you something.
Yeah.
Are we ready for that to be something that is considered vintage and in an antique mall?
Are you kidding me?
It says vintage cell phone, $10. Now, I do have to say though, these phones you can drive over them with a tank and they'll still survive. So maybe there's something to be said for actually keeping them and collecting them.
Didn't we save all our old cell phones?
We saved them all. I have all my old brick ones.
Well, geez, we might just be in the money.
Look at these wonderful old bar mirrors here.
I know.
It always reminds me of that one that I found in Vegas that was the LV Metro Police. That was an antique one, and I sold that quite well in our booth at Antique Alley.
You did very well. I don't know what I'm seeing here. What's this?
Oh,
Oh, that's beautiful.
look at the work
It's
on
a
that.
cellulose hair receiver
Uh-huh.
with rhinestones. The rhinestones are all there.
Just a rhinestone hair receiver.
Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
Old cellulose. Oh, I love that. Look how that's so deco. 1920s. True antique. I love it.
And taking hair over the phone.
There we go. I love this. I love when I find these. That's why I have to keep going through every booth.
Look at the little Annalise. We still have many Annalise available. We'll be offering those in the 4th of July show. What are you seeing here?
I just love the hunt because I have to go behind everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not always evident. All right, let's keep going here. What else do we have here? This booth produced this.
Aw, look at this little guy.
What do you see?
He's
Oh.
cute.
Very cute. We even have a llama.
Llama.
No drama llama. I'm looking behind you.
I'm walking backwards.
Oh, be
Which
careful.
is always an interesting prospect in an antique store.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at these nutcrackers.
No, that's cute. They're new though.
Of course. Oh, and then this guy. 28.
I don't like the eyes.
Does the eyes scare you?
The eyes scare me.
All right.
What is that? That is a green stoneware pitcher. I didn't know the pattern, so I am just looking.
Look at him down there with his
basket.
basket. Well, what'd you find here, Dad?
All right, guys. Well, just kind of taking a
No,
gander
look at that.
around, and
Ooh, it's like a spotlight.
it really pops, doesn't it?
This is a beauty. Let me pick it up and see what we've got going here.
Uh-huh.
It looks to be in really nice
Are
condition.
we getting our first glowy glass of the day?
I think we are. Uranium glass plate glows.
Excellent.
And the bubbles they're saying are in the glass, which is true. When they blew these, those bubbles just got in there. But look how beautiful that is.
Very good.
All right, Gary.
It really pops.
Well
All right.
done, Gary.
Vroom vroom. And what else you see in here?
I saw this. Look at this. This is, and it's very old. It's 2 pounds of American cheese, but look at the castle on it.
Wow.
I love the castle. It is old. It's just funky and cool and everything.
That's great.
So I'm going to pick this up.
Excellent.
All right, Gary. That's gentle. We gotta be gentle with this one. Thank you so much. What else do we have in this booth? We're
Look at these
finding stuff.
canisters here. These are so 1960s, 70s.
70s, really.
Yeah. All right. Hey, look at this.
What do you say?
Zane Grey. We were in Zanesville, Ohio yesterday.
There it is. All right, well, that's two nice finds out of this booth. Oh, I actually like this painting.
What are you seeing?
The sailboats.
Oh, wow.
I don't see a signature,
Yeah, I don't either.
but
and
I
don't see a
just
price either.
it caught my imagination.
Hmm.
There's a beauty to that. The way the artist has captured the sky and handled the colors. I like it. It's impressionistic, which is my favorite, and just wanted to give it an honorable mention.
Look at this amazing sampler here. That's coming up on 100 years old.
Oh, my
In the
goodness.
spring, a young man's fancy lightly turns to thoughts of love. 1931.
Oh, somebody did that.
Isn't that amazing? They're
It
asking
is.
85 on that. Then you've got all these old cars here.
Oh, look. Isn't that fun? Now, this is a newer piece, but you know how I love pigs, and I think they're so country. Can we grab that, Gary?
What's up?
Yes, thank you. It's really good to have a tall husband.
Well, I really like this style here. D&D mid-century. There's all their info if anybody's interested. But look at this painting here. It's the Brooklyn Bridge. It's that wonderful 70s kind of modernist style. Obviously, it's 70s because the World Trade Center is there, and they finished that in 72, I think, 73.
Somewhere around there.
But to think that we were just under the Brooklyn Bridge and the Manhattan Bridge doing the Brooklyn Flea, 6 days ago?
I know. It's
Wow.
crazy.
Picking across America.
Picker Road gets around.
Oh, look at all of this mid-century mod style in here.
Let's look at
There's
it.
so much.
Let's take a look. Look at this Blendo.
Oh, yes.
Now look at that. I have a set like that, I think, up on Picker Road right now for a lot less money, I think.
Oh, look at
What do
the
you see?
Fisher-Price record player.
Oh,
That actually
you could
plays-
play your Beatles records.
Well, that one actually plays on plastic records, and I've had that before. It's a really fun piece.
Did you have that when I think that was way before your time.
Oh, no, I bought one at a sale once.
Right.
Oh, look at this.
What are you
drawing
looking
here
at?
of the man and the woman on the beach.
Pair of prints and wood frames, the two of them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, very 70s looking. Look at this avocado. Who remembers avocado appliances? Avocado refrigerators and stoves and dishwashers.
There's the heat control guide. You need to set it to 350 if you want bacon. I want bacon.
Look at that. Yep, those avocado colors.
Speaking of food, you know there's a restaurant here. I think we're going to be eating later on.
We are. We're going to have a lovely lunch right here at Heart of Ohio. Little tabletop mirror. How sweet is that? Except it's broken right
Oh,
there.
darn.
Oh, look, what is this? It's an ink blotter.
Oh, my.
Look at that. 1904. Look, it's right.
Oh, I see
What
that
does it
there.
say? Blessing of Father, Frank and May, October 1st, 1904.
That's 121 years old.
I think we're going to have to get that. I want to rescue. I want to take pieces like this and have them go to forever homes. It deserves it. I'm just looking at that cobalt blue. It says that is a transfer, though. You can
I
feel
can
it.
see that.
It's not hand painted. I am looking for hand painted, of course.
Oh, hand to Gary.
There's the hand. There's the hand.
Hey, check this out.
I know.
This two-piece parlor set is only $12,750.
Well, it looks like it's original.
Yeah, it does.
It's an amazing condition.
It is.
Look at the carving.
Mm-hmm.
And if this is your passion and how you wish to decorate your parlor, I would imagine you'd be pretty happy to find this.
Indeed.
And you know what? Also, absolutely, the dealers will negotiate.
Of course.
So,
Now, what did you find right behind it?
Sasha B.
Sasha Brastoff.
I love the horse.
That's
It's
really great.
Signed right there. It comes with an original factory sticker or tag, I should say. There's the Sasha B under there. That is stunning.
It really is.
It doesn't matter that it's an ashtray. This could be a perfect tray for
Or
anything.
a wall hanging, even.
Yeah, that's what they were doing it as.
Yes, indeed.
I love it.
I think it's so cool that we found a Sasha Brastov in Hawaii.
I know.
And now we're here in the middle of Ohio and we found another one. Just remember, when entering a business meeting, always shake hands. Good to meet you, fine sir. Shall we do business?
We shall.
A woof, woof. Look at that submarine up there.
I know. Are
Isn't
you
that
switching
amazing?
from steamships to submarines?
Oh, no. I don't think there are postcards of submarines. Well, maybe there are a few, but hey.
You need an underwater camera.
Exactly. What are you
No,
seeing
when
here?
it surfaces. I'm being silly. There's so much. I'm seeing tons of salt and pepper shakers and so many little treasures that you have to kind of just take your time. That looks very 20s, doesn't it?
It does.
It's a little German tray made in Germany. You see right there.
Uh-huh.
Very nice. Very fun little German tray. What else? Let's look over here. We've got all sorts of kitchen, cast iron, very eclectic. So you're going from what looks to be African to Swiss. We saw a lot of cowbells in Switzerland. They're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. And they are not cheap. They take their cowbells very seriously.
They do.
Lots of glass. Ooh, frogs. I have a few of these beauties. Look at that one. It's a nice one. I still have one, I think, for sale at Picker Road. So I'm going to pass on those right now. Oh, here's a little one. How much is the little one? $9.50 also. The one I sold recently was really nice because it was high. Remember, it's kind of sloped
Yeah,
down.
I'd never seen one that thick before.
I hadn't either. And that was a really nice feature on that one. All right,
Let's
well,
keep going.
lots of bottles in this one. Now look at this. This is a pencil made out of a bullet
Oh, my.
from Wheeling, West Virginia. We stayed.
We were in Wheeling a couple of days ago.
We stayed in Wheeling. Look at this cat. He's losing his ears down there, huh?
Aw.
So much vintage, antique history. And look, we have more glassware.
Look at the straw holder.
Where do you
Isn't
see
that
that?
right out of a 50s diner?
It is. And look at that. That's a real deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real one. That's not a repop. I love the horse print. Very nostalgic.
And the dog.
Mm-hmm. A pointer.
Point. What else are we seeing here?
I'm looking at this. This is a bracket. You stay down. Just trying to see what this is. Okay, so I guess you put that in, and then you put this in there.
Oh.
But what do you put in here is the question.
Whatever you want.
It can go this way too, I think. Nope. Has to go the other way. Has to go this way.
I think maybe a lampshade, right?
Is that a lamp?
I think it's part of a lamp.
It's a sconce wall arm bracket. So you'd put a sconce in it. So what I'm going to do is, being that I styled it up, I'm going to put it back.
Look at you styling in the middle of Ohio.
There we go. You know what? It's not going to work.
Maybe that's why it's disassembled.
That's exactly why. There we go. I let it go. Look, this looks like a Valentine's Day card from the turn of the last century.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that lacy feeling?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, and there's a girl and her Saint Bernard
Aww.
again. This cabinet's nice and bright, allowing you to see all the little treasures and goodies. That's an unusual vase. Art. Do you see that one, that black one?
Art Deco, black glass, Duncan Miller, silver overlay.
That looks
Oh
like,
my
that
goodness.
looks like a morning vase.
Uh-huh.
You know, it has that kind of somber feel to it. And I am looking down here at this jewelry and see if there's anything I can see. I see that. Do you see that Greek bracelet there?
I do.
And what else? You see anything else?
I'm looking. This is your space.
I know it is. Oh, look at that seahorse down there. Nautical seahorse brooch, silver, Mexico. Very interesting. All right. I think we can keep looking. Now, this booth has a lot of really, really pretty items. I see a lot of Fenton, some slag glass.
I see some Moser in here.
Uh-huh. I'm just looking really everywhere just to... What is that?
Is that the
Looks-
top? What does it say? I'm going all the way down.
Go down and see what that says.
Fancy gold punch bowl.
Oh,
Well, that's
goodness.
a lidded punch bowl. Do you see the opening? I see now. There's the
Oh,
opening for the ladle.
ladle. Oh my goodness.
Wow. And then look at that that really cool cash register bank.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that fun?
I just can't get over that. That looks European to me.
It does.
Eastern European, maybe. I could be so wrong on that, but that's just the first impression I get from it.
Look at this plate here.
Is that Johnson Brothers?
It is Johnson Brothers, but doesn't that just look like what we were driving through in Pennsylvania?
It does. Very much
The
so.
friendly
The friendly
village.
village.
Everybody was very friendly.
And Ohio is amazing too.
Yes,
And we're in the heart of Ohio.
we are. What are you seeing?
I'm
Oh,
looking. I see.
I'm seeing uranium glass.
I am too.
Look at all this.
Mm-hmm.
There he is behind us.
There he is looking at his. That is $32.99.
Uh-huh.
And these goblets are $12.99 each.
Yep. All right, let's come around this way and see what
I
else
just want
we
to see
got.
how much that little juicer is.
Oh, here,
do you
do
see a
make it up there?
price?
It's
Yeah.
$12.99.
That's cute. Are those? Do those glow? No, they don't glow.
Okay.
But the goblets do. They're not matching though.
They don't.
You can see that.
Now,
it's
I see
pink
something
glass.
over here that should glow.
What do you say?
Look at the custard glass.
Ooh. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's beautiful. Oh my goodness! Look at the painted flowers on there.
Fenton
Ah.
Love Rose.
Oh,
And it's
signed. That is gorgeous. That's an absolute yes.
Only $13?
Yes.
That's great.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, look at this.
More glow down here.
Look at this
Right.
vintage Disneyland ashtray. Now, I
Mhm.
collect the ruffled ones. I look for those all the time. They got more down there.
We do. What does that say? It looks like a cream and sugar, $22.99, and a bowl back there. Oh, I see a big chip on the plate though, Gary.
Darn.
That's too bad.
Well, we got this.
I love this piece.
I love it.
That's great.
I love custard glass.
Oh, look at the,
Of course,
yeah.
the Maxwell Parish.
That's the very famous image. They said that at one point that was one of the most reproduced images in America.
And that is my favorite of all of his works, and I love his work.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely stunning. Stunning. This is a good
It
booth.
really is.
Lots of goodies in here.
What else you seeing?
I just always love that cobalt blue.
I know, right? You could always etch Shirley Temple into the side of it.
just beautiful. Beautiful color. All right, shall we move on?
Let's do it. It's almost overwhelming. There's so much here, but you guys have to come check it out if you're ever in Central Ohio. Now, there's a cafe over here that we're going to check out in a little bit.
Absolutely.
But we're going down row 6 now. We've been
Yes.
down 3 of the 8 rows, and we've already been here for like 5 hours.
And it's such an experience.
It's
It's
incredible.
so worth it. It's a destination. Oh, look at the mermaid.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't she something?
Look at that.
Let's go back and look at her. She's quite something. She looks like she should be on the front of a boat.
Right? She
Is she-
might have been off of that.
Or is she, I can't tell whether she's just a newer carving.
She's $700.
She's quite interesting though. Look at her face.
What are you seeing over here?
I'm just looking, look at a hat stretcher. Where are you going to find a hat stretcher?
Not at a haberdashery's.
Look at this. Country store account file. Isn't that something? Let's take a, oh, I want to take that open. How does that go? Oh, I see. It's in the middle.
Is it like
it's
leather and it expands?
something like that.
Ah.
Very, very unusual.
Yeah, look down here at these matchbooks.
Look at those.
Yeah.
And what is this? Mender Rip Wood Vice. And a parrot doorstop.
Doorstop.
Absolutely.
Doorstop.
This case has some really fine glass in it. This is Lotes right there with the application there.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, beautiful. We have so many different pieces. We have that bowl is really
Gallet.
good. It is. This piece of Gallet is 1800.
And then look at that tall one there to the right, too.
2000.
Beautiful.
Absolutely stunning glass.
And look at this piece that's been put here. So this is an old yearbook that's turned into a college display. Isn't that incredible?
Miniature collectible dollhouse. I like the dog in the bed.
Isn't that just wonderful?
And look at the little tiny books.
Yeah.
What an idea, huh?
I love it.
What if you took any book? What if you took Alice in Wonderland and you made a miniature display out of it?
The rabbit hole.
Wow.
It's incredible.
You could do that. What an idea. You have to have time, of course. That's true of everything. But
Oh, are these the
what an
tops of
incredible
walking
idea.
sticks?
I think they are. What a great idea, huh?
Come over here. What do we have in here?
Oh my goodness. So much. Look at the bear, circa 1910.
Oh, my.
That's an older one. A Weller right back there. The brown,
Yes.
the brown pot is Weller.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking to see. Ooh, look at the little abalone box. And now that's a Stratton, Stratton, compact. I used to find a lot of those. I haven't found those in a while, so that reminds me to keep looking for those. Look at this one here, vintage handmade Bakelite, 2 pieces. That's beautiful. And the butterfly box down there
Oh,
in
yes.
enamel.
Look at all these Currier and Ives over here.
Oh, they're great.
Now, they are obviously not originals, but I think these are probably early 20th century reprints.
I mean, you saw those, but my eye immediately went to these. These are Victorian wood frames.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at this work.
Look at how thick they are with
my
all the depth.
Goodness, these are old. Look at the workmanship on this. Oh, look at the wood.
These are stunning.
Now you can see how old that wood is.
Hold that still there for a second. I'm zooming in on the nails. Look at the age of that. You can see that those are hand-tooled.
And the wood on these.
Isn't that amazing?
Now you could put a different picture in here, or you could leave these Victorian prints. I like this one too, with the ladies and the horse and the dog. Do you see the dog down in the corner there?
Absolutely.
Look at the workmanship on those.
Now, and if you wanted to, that's a vertical, that's a horizontal, but you
Right.
could just restring them and turn them into 2 verticals, 2 horizontals.
You could. I like it like that.
Yeah.
I like the difference, and there you go.
Wow.
Look how old that is. Very, very old wood. Those are really beautiful Victorian frames. I love those.
Wow.
We're definitely going to pick these up. They're quality. So I found this really unusual mermaid cast figure, and it is marked 1923 or
Signed
8.
and marked 19.
Signed and marked. So it is very unusual, but I really liked it.
Is it going to be part of your world?
It is. Oh my gosh, a Little Mermaid joke? Seriously?
There we go. Well, we could literally spend weeks shopping in here, but for now, we're heading to the back office because the Berner brothers themselves have invited us to join them for a live Whatnot show. And boy, do they know how to put on a show. They dress up in fun costumes and have a wacky good time.
What we got going on, Beppo? Uh-oh, I don't know what's happening here. Jimmy's not even around the corner yet. Mammo's here, John's here. We got guests in the house today, guys. We are so excited. Tell you what, let's talk about your channel for just a second. These guys sell on Whatnot. They've rated us a couple times, and today it's a live raid. They're here.
3 in the room right away.
I love it. I love it.
So we are Picker Road. We are a YouTube channel, and we're also on Whatnot. And we travel the world finding treasures. And we're currently on the East Coast for a Picking Across America mega tour. We're doing the Route 40, 7-state, 800-mile garage sale. And then we're driving all the way back to North Carolina, picking along the way. And then we drive all the way back to Vegas. So we post 3 times a week on our YouTube channel. We go live on Whatnot when we can. And we are a family.
That's so awesome. Family operation right here. Oh, that was really cool. Today was one of those. Chicky banana. Oh my God! Whoa! What do we have happening? Oh my gosh!
Chicky banana. Banana. Jake, I thought this would be very appealing to everybody today. And you know, have you ever seen the banana dance?
The banana dance? No,
Yeah.
I have not.
Clutch us.
What the heck? He just lost his banana dance!
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Ready, get set, go! 2 seconds on the clock. One.
It's 2.
W Jim's in the house with the tutus. Two. A lot of jewelry. All right, Jimmy.
I seen a 0 and another 0, it looked like. We haven't forced anybody yet.
It's so cool because they're a family too, and we love it. Family, fun, and picking. Is there anything better? After a really great live show on Whatnot, we're heading over to the cafe for a delicious hot dog, and then we're checking out all of our amazing treasures. Words cannot express how much we recommend Heart of Ohio Antique Center. This place is beyond incredible, and it is an absolute must for any treasure hunters. While we were inside exploring, the rain cleared, and now it's time to get back on the historic National Road and continue our Picking Across America adventure. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you always know when an episode premieres. Also, please check out pickerroad.com, where you can purchase many of the fun items we've found on our adventures. And don't forget, you can now support my father Gary on his quest to get a muscle car using nothing but glowy glass. Lastly, please leave a comment. We read all of them, and we love interacting with you because we always want you to join the journey.